Alright, it's time for Team Battle. Thresh. Yay, it's a fan game, by the way. Which one? Attack damage red, armor yellow, magic resistance scaling blues, attack damage quints. Which two? And masteries are 921. Basic bruiser masteries. Now, in the article I wrote where I mentioned Thresh, I talked about him when he's a jungler, that he sort of fills multiple roles at the same time, but he's never really excelling at any of them. Kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none. Slight magic damage, which is very negligible. Bruiser damage, which is I'm trying. I don't know who to compare it with. Let's compare it to an Olaf that doesn't use any of his abilities. I guess you can count on that. Also, no steroids. Anyways, his ganking is fucking amazing though. For all that's worth, which is kind of a lot. His clearing is actually not so bad, though it does get slow if you don't build Bruiser, which is what I'm intending to do anyways. And he can pretty much function off pretty much almost no fucking gold, because I mean he's a support character. You'll notice, by the way, that the Lee Sin is gonna keep getting a little ahead of himself, thinking he can win a lot of exchanges, or that my teammates won't come and kill him. Anyways, so as I was saying, Jungle Thresh is essentially a support character. I mean, a support who will end up building some damage and actually getting gold. So, if anything, you build cost-effective damage items, and you still have all your supportive traits while being a little bit more damaging. But the drawback is that you tend not to actually build them offensive. I mean, not offensive, defensive. So you will kind of explode in almost every fight if you're focused, which, because of my name, I tend to get focused. By the way, this is a terrible tower dive. I wish none of us should have followed the Leona in. Like, there was no minions at the tower. Yeah. Anyways, as far as clearing goes, I said he does pretty damn good, especially if you build him some early longswords. In retrospect to this game, I should have probably built him more defensive after I get my first offensive item, which was Spirit of the Lizard Elder. Anyways, Lee Sin was in the area, and I knew he just wanted to either invade me or steal something or try to kill me, which is not going to work. I'm kind of stronger than him. I have more complete items, and I just send him packing. He wastes his flash, and he's going to get picked up and killed. Easy as that. My red finally pops up, and I just take it. Now, here's one of those situations where, to me, causes me distress. It's where I dislike it, where some players think they really, really have to counter jungle you. It's like, you could succeed maybe, but you'll probably die horrifically. Especially if it's a character who, if you invade, it won't really hurt them that much. Especially if they beat your ass, and even if you escape, yet if they beat your ass, they'll just go back to farming while you have to go back and heal, wasting your goddamn time. So I wouldn't really recommend it, especially if you're behind already. Like, constant invasion makes things bad for a player. In this case, Lee Sin is actually going to get away, but if my teammates had reacted a little bit better, especially the Leona, he would have been dead. Whatever. The ward disappeared in this bush, so I get to sit there and wait for my cooldowns to come back, and I get to, hit my Q on somebody. Bam. Grab, push back. I'll activate my ultimate. In comes my team. Varus fucking dies. As I already said, Thresh has a shitload of ganking tools, and a lot of it that is unique to him, so I can't really say he's just a weaker Nautilus, though he has similar traits to him if he were jungling. His shield, his team supportive abilities, and his ultimate kind of set him apart from Nautilus, so at least that works. His Q is essentially the same, and his E, in a way, serves the same fucking function. But the shield allows for some interesting setups, or for you to just passively save someone as you come to their lane when they're being pushed or whatever. And then the ultimate is just really good for, denying engages, disengaging, initiating, and all that other good stuff. By the way, CC abuse. If your jungler has crowd control, if your character has crowd control, you will be a good jungler. Here, I pretty much, Bottleman just waltzes right into middle and fucking destroys me. And then, does Ari get away? Yeah, she managed to get away. our lack of wards kind of bit us in the ass there, and the lack of MIA from bottom lane or whatever. We should have just paid more attention. Once more, Lee Sin invades, and I missed my Q. I mean, not my Q, my smite. And now we just kind of have to give chase. This is, again, one of the situations where it was not worth invading. Not only did he die, I mean, sure, he got the lizard. Not only did he die, though, Dragon Control is lost. Red buff went to one of my characters regardless, even if it's the incorrect character. But now he doesn't get any chance to farm or control the goddamn map. So as I said, invasion, especially if you're already fucking behind, is just a dumb idea. Anyways, the flash on the Cassidon was confusing, as I could have done absolutely nothing to him. Still, it's good for us. Lee Sin jumps in, I cleave him just once with my Q. I mean, I'm auto attacking. It does a pretty good chunk of damage. Donate blue to Ari. Hooray for us. Now my next item is Blade of the Rune King. I exactly don't play Thresh that much because he gets fucking banned all the time, and then even then everybody just picks him up support. But I build him Spirit of the Lizard Elder because that's actually very good on him for considering his AoE. His AoE from his E pretty much destroys camps, and the dot helps finish them off. And the next items, I don't exactly know. I do know that Static Shiv is pretty fucking good on him, but I didn't want to rush it right now because I felt I should, take advantage of the fact that most of these characters are squishies and build some form of damage item. Also, Blade of the Rune King would help me, and I could really use some lifesteal. Anyways, really bad engage from Leona, gets her killed, and now the rest of us are having to run away. They initiate on us, I get caught, Leari dies, and I don't have enough power to finish off the Lee Sin. So, rip us. Anyways, Static Shiv is great on him. That's the item I would build next. Okay, here's another engage. Ari initiates, I save her with my lantern, we go in on Cassidon and blow him up. Then the rest of us initiate. I felt maybe I could take in these two. But Leona was focusing on Lulu instead of the Varus, but even then, in comes Jace and finishes me off. They disengage, they get hurt, so now my team can't defend mid lane. It's pretty scattered. In comes Vayne and in comes Darius. They are not going to make the most resounding force here. Darius should have gone around it where you see that ward and been ready to catch whoever tried to run that way, while Vayne pretty much forced them to that direction or to their deaths. So that was just pretty much a terrible approach to a gank. I get Jace's chunkiness for damage right now, and I'm already fucking hurt, so I go to my red to get the buff and heal up some bits, and then go right back to pushing. Yay for souls. Bam. Alright, so initiation by Leona. I tried a Q to pull back Varus and he flashed, so nothing was really gained there. They did lose Summoner spell, so at least that's worth it considering the cooldown's not that much. Boom. Q on the Lee Sin, push him back, he dies, put up the wall. I hit several people, and now they're pretty much completely disorganized here. My team pretty much missed a lot of their spells, and they failed to kill Cassidon, which they pretty much should have. I mean, look at how low he was. But, I can't really expect too much organization in these fan games, even from my own friends. And if you guys hear this, you guys probably should work on your initiations, because that made me sad when I saw it live. Anyways, 2 minutes left of this video. Buy wards, because you should always buy a ward as a jungler. I try to initiate Lee Sin, he escapes, put down the ward, so I can see them do things. Of course, fan games, they also tend to want to focus me in every single chance they get, even though I'm not the exactly best focus target. They probably should try to kill Vayne in every single fight. In goes on a fight, I queue myself in, put down my wall, I start just cleaving at people, I use my Q on somebody, I don't know, did I? I mean, not my Q, my Blade of the Rune King. We killed 2 of them, but they come back, they fucking start dicing my team to pieces. We kill Cassidon at least, but my team is so fucking low, it's going to be easy pickings for somebody. Here, I decide to actually die, so I'm trying to provoke what's-his-face Jace to just kill me, and I can go home. Because I felt, we can't push it, and might as well have my team killed, so they would realize, you probably should back away. Then Darius does Darius things and kills a couple people anyways, but in goes Vayne, and then in goes the Ari. My team's dead, so maybe this time I can convince them to group up. I buy Zeal with the intention of eventually making it into a static shift, because that fucking item is awesome on, what's his face? Thresh. In comes our final push. Team groups up mid, already trailing behind. Well, then we go from the bottom, and I just start hitting them with the red buff, hoping to slow them down and forcing them to counter engage on me. I throw my Q right now when they get grouped up. I'll grab somebody, and I grab Jace. Go in, activate ultimate, use my E. I die promptly because, of course, I initiated with no tank items. But I grabbed them all with my ultimate. The rest of my team got to go in, clean them right up. Leona died, but that's alright. And with that, my team gets to push. Thresh takes a win. Not as impressive as I had hoped it would be, since I should have taken some tank items. But yeah, Jungle Thresh is definitely fun if you actually get to fucking pick them.